Seeing my progress throughout the years, especially when I got a top 15 at a World Cup, that was like an unreal experience. I was flying after that.
The longer our seasons get, the shorter this off-season gets as well. So for the athletes, it's important to rest, the brain, the body, but also to stay active.
So during the off-season, that's their chance to eat healthy, build a strong, healthy diet. Also their chance to work on their fueling plan and really establish what their needs are for various workouts.
Preseason is a time to start to build that foundation and base again. So we're looking at building their aerobic capacity, we're looking at building the mobility and functional movements that they need to then build their strength and power and performance.
In 2018, I was ski jumping off the 60-meter hill in Steamboat, fell, and ended up dislocating my shoulder. I tore my labrum and I had to go through a pretty invasive surgery.
My job is really to make sure that these athletes are healthy enough to compete. So from our standpoint, I would say the pre-participation physical exam that we do is really a vital part of what we do for these athletes.
Preseason visits to NYU give us kind of a baseline so that we know where we're at the start of each training season, what we need to work on, what we're weak with, to take some of the guesswork out of what we're doing.
With all the testing we do, we get numbers, we get facts and sheets. It's so cool how the staff educates us and tells us what we need to be better and be the best that we can be.
So nutrition plays a huge role in peak performance. We can use food and fluids to our advantage as an athlete, so really understanding how to do that can enhance training and performance.
It's really exciting to see some of the things that my colleagues are doing in the performance testing side of things, because we can really see where they are prior to their training and their season really starting, make adjustments or give recommendations to what they can make, what they can be doing with their training, and then go from there. So I do think that there has been progression in both what we've been able to give them in terms of data, but also how they've been able to implement it.
VO2 max test is a measure that we use for a variety of different athletes and general populations to look at how well they're able to take in air and use the oxygen from air to perform. We utilize the VO2 max testing to then prescribe exercises and workouts that will help somebody improve. As athletes, I think people tend to like to do what they're good at and to get better at it, and it's harder to recognize what the weaknesses are and focus on those. So by doing testing that's really specific to what we're doing, it allows us to identify those weaknesses and then focus on them to improve them and make us more holistic athletes.